I'm MischiefWoW, and I'm a new director on the Cinekote network. I'm here to bring some guides for World of Warcraft. It's a PC game, and now this is a little different. Most videos that you've probably seen on this channel have been commentaries for Call of Duty. This is a guide, not a commentary, meaning I'm going to be showing you how to do stuff, and it's for World of Warcraft, not Call of Duty. I thought I would help out, spread the community to players who like World of Warcraft, not just Call of Duty. I thought it would help out Cinekote's channel and help more people learn about their channel, as well as help my channel grow. I've been making videos for about a month now. So yeah, this is a guide for the Spine of Deathwing encounter. And yeah, hope you enjoy. This is a very challenging fight that requires high DPS, high raid coordination, healing, not so much tanking, but there is a lot of skill and a lot of DPS to this fight. So, when you start the encounter, there's going to be a short cinematic. You're going to want to skip this so you can get right to the fight. You can watch it on YouTube or something later. And the fight will commence. You'll be on Deathwing's back fighting his many adds. At first, there are going to be 4 tendrils known as corruptions. You're going to want to kill 2 of the 4 tendrils and stand where one of them used to be. This will attach you to Deathwing's back. This is going to force Deathwing to roll left or right and cause all the remaining adds to drop off of his back. You're then going to want to kill 1 of the 2 remaining corruptions. This will cause a hideous amalgamation to spawn. Also throughout the fight, corrupted bloods will spawn. You're going to want to have 1 tank tanking the amalgamation towards Deathwing's head, and the other tank to tank the corrupted bloods near Deathwing's tail. You're going to want to DPS the amalgamation to about 20% health. After this, everyone should switch to the bloods and DPS them down till they are dead. They're going to leave some blood on the ground where they died, and once you have 9 dead, the tank tanking the amalgamation is going to want to run the amalgamation through 9 bloods. This will increase his little counter and bar. Once it's at 90%, bring the amalgamation back to his head and finish off the amalgamation. This will cause him to cast Nuclear Blast, melee run away, and be a good enough distance away. When he casts this, Deathwing's plate will pop up. Everyone is going to need DPS this burning tendon down as fast as they can. It has a fairly large amount of health, and often you will cut it close, because the tendon will cast Seal Armored Breach, and once this is finished casting, you will no longer be able to DPS the tendons. Each time you finish off a tendon, one of his plates will fly off his back, freeing up more space and taking a chunk of his health off. Once you have defeated 3 tendons, the encounter is over. Also, throughout the phase, the remaining corruption will cast Fiery Grip on a random target. You will need to have 1 or 2 assigned DPS to deal 10 or 15% of his health to cause him to stop casting Fiery Grip. The reason you want to have 2 is because if the designated DPS gets gripped, you will have no one to free them. The corruption will also cast Searing Plasma, which is going to deal damage and absorb a lot of healing on the target. This is going to cause it to become healing intensive. The burning tendons are going to cause it to become DPS intensive, and the amalgamations and blood will cause it to be very skill intensive, although not very tank intensive. While the burning tendons are up, all tanks, healers, and DPS are going to want to be DPSing it as high as possible, as there will be very little damage going out while the burning tendon is up. So once you DPS the first plate off, it will reveal 2 new corruptions, and you're going to want to DPS the remaining corruption from the last phase down. Do the same things, stand where one of them died, and force them to roll, throwing off the amalgamation. DPS 1 of the 2 new corruptions, and this will cause an amalgamation to spawn. Do the same thing you did last time to DPS them to 20%, then collect the bloods, do the Nuclear Blast, and DPS down the tendon. Repeat this the next time. It sounds fairly basic, but it can be very difficult dealing with the Firing Grip and the Searing Plasma, as well as DPSing the burning tendon down and gathering up the bloods. Make sure you don't gather the bloods up too fast, because the amalgamation will get a damage buff for as many stacks of blood that it has. It can get very difficult, especially when you have 2 plates down, as there will be a lot of room and you'll have to drag the amalgamation further to the bloods, or there will be a large space at the back of Deathwing where it will confuse you. The hardest part, though, definitely is getting down the burning tendons. You will need a good amount of DPS. And that's it for the guide, you guys. That's the fight. Remember to subscribe to Cinekote's network and like this video. Also, check out my channel, link is in the description, and maybe throw me a subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. And thanks to Cinekote for letting me upload, I really appreciate it. And thanks to everybody who watched this video. And yeah, see ya.